Hey YouTube, Brian, LCS, thanks for stopping by the channel. And this video, can writer Joe Kelly make Spider-Man amazing again? Stay tuned to find out. Hey YouTube, welcome back. So let's jump into The Amazing Spider-Man. And unfortunately, The Amazing Spider-Man hasn't been so amazing over the last, it's probably been 2 or 3 years. We had the Nick Spencer run, which was not well received. There was a long, drawn out, kind of burnout story um, with Kindred was the big villain. And it was just really a slow burn of a story and not well received. And so um, in 2022, Zeb Wells took over with John Romita Jr. on art, and people were excited. Zeb Wells had previously written some Spider-Man stories, and so there was some excitement. But unfortunately, Zeb Wells' storyline has been very similar to the Nick Spencer, kind of a long, drawn out story, slow to develop, and it really hasn't been well received. John Romita Jr.'s art has been, for me, inconsistent at best. There's some art of him action with Spider-Man that is really well done, and then there's some others that are just, for me, distracting within the story. And so, Zeb Wells has Tombstone and Green Goblin has been kind of the main story pieces over his run. He introduced a character named Paul, who's MJ's boyfriend, and it really hasn't sit well, that storyline, with many Spider-Man fans. And so now we are getting a new writer, a new creative team on Amazing Spider-Man, Joe Kelly. And Joe Kelly is going to be doing the writing, Ed McGuinness on art. Now, Joe Kelly has had a history with Spider-Man. He's done some Spider-Man issues in the past. He has done Deadpool and Spider-Man. And so he does have some history with writing Spider-Man. And so that should be a good thing. And his run will begin in November of this year. And so I'm wondering, can he actually make Spider-Man amazing again? And so there was a recent news release at San Diego Comic-Con about a little bit more detail about the storyline. It's going to be called The 8 Deaths of Spider-Man. And so when I initially heard that and didn't have any context, I thought maybe it was we were going to revisit some of the deaths that Spider-Man has had, as a character in his stories that maybe have shaped him. You think Gwen Stacy, you think Uncle Ben, and there's been others. And so that's my initial thought. But this actually press release here actually breaks it down, that we're getting a new Spider-Man suit. That was one of the first major announcements. And that to me sounds like Marvel, editorial sticking their nose in there and saying, we need to sell books. And the way we sell books is we put a new costume, a new suit on Spider-Man because it's the first appearance of the new suit and everybody rushes out to buy it. And so it's one of the things that they do pretty consistently. Zeb Wells introduced a new suit. I'm pretty sure Nick Spencer did as well in his previous run, and they were short-lived, around for a couple issues, and then they were gone. And so it just smells of, let's try to make some extra money by throwing a new Spidey suit out there. And so we actually get, in the article, we see it here, and so it looks like it's a armored Doom, Doctor Strange inspired costume. So we'll see. But the thing that now we've gotten the details about the storyline, and so it seems out of the events of Blood Hunt that Doctor Doom has now become the Sorcerer Supreme. he tricked Doctor Strange and now becomes the Sorcerer Supreme, and so that's going to lead to some things. And so this is that storyline. Now Doom is kind of delegating some of his responsibilities as the Sorcerer Supreme, and he enlists Spider-Man with a new magic powered suit, and gives him 8 extra lives, which to save the world. So not really what I was thinking when I heard the 8 deaths of Spider-Man storyline. But interested to see where this goes. But I'm not sure if I want to see a magical Spider-Man here. I'm not sure if that's really what I'm looking for out of my Spider-Man story. But time will tell. I'm obviously going to give Joe Kelly a chance. I've certainly given Zeb Wells and Nick Spencer plenty of opportunity to win me over, and they really haven't. But I'm hopeful that Joe Kelly can turn this around. Ed McGuinness certainly has a particular style when drawing Spider-Man, and so I'm excited about his artwork. But we'll see. Like I said, it really kind of threw me off that they're introducing a new suit. Like I said, it just smells of, let's sell some books. Let's have 100 different variant covers with the new costume. So we'll see. But yeah, so I'm hopeful, but we'll see. I'm not going to hold my breath for this one. But let me know. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm not sure if I've read any previous Joe Kelly stories. I did read a few of his Deadpool Spider-Man stories, and he definitely has the knack for the Spider-Man quips and the smart aleck answers. So we'll see. And obviously, writing Deadpool, you get that as well. And so I do plan to go back and read some of the Joe Kelly previous Spider-Man stuff to see, kind of get my feet wet before this new series kicks off, or this new creative team kicks off in November of this year. So, but yeah, let me know. Let me know, what do you think of? Have you read Joe Kelly in the past? What do you think of his work? What am I in for? Let me know. And if you haven't, then what is your thought? Are you planning on maybe jumping back into ASM now that a new creative team is taking over? Interested to hear your thoughts. Love talking Spidey. So yeah, that's what I got for you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.